Welcome back to the channel. Rushing as usual. Here I am with this vicious sunburn. So I am going slutty and shirtless today. Today I am in a rush as usual, so I'm going to be doing a little speed review session for all of the products that I've recently added to my collection and recently tried out. Some of them I've kind of given my opinions on the channel before. But yeah, I'm gonna basically run through a bunch of things that I very recently tried out. Look at this. Very recently tried out and gonna give you my very brief opinions on them. I am filming this on Tuesday night. I have to get it up for Wednesday morning, so I have to edit this frickin' video when I'm done, and I still have to figure out what I'm doing for dinner, and it's like 6:30. I don't know what time it is. It's late, but by the way, if you want to know where this horrible sunburn came from, I went to the flea market with my husband, and I probably would have been fine, but then I ended up having to stand online for the ATM for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and the sun was just beating down on this side of me. As you can see, it's much worse, like over here. Anyway, let's get into it. So I'm only going to be talking about products that I feel like I've used enough that I can, have a fully formed opinion on. There's definitely some products that I've used recently that I don't feel like I'm at that point. So I'm not going to be talking about those. So first off, I want to briefly bring this up. I'm not going to spend too long on it because I just did a whole video about it. You can actually check out that video. I did a 1 week 1 palette with this beautiful eyeshadow palette from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Monteverde Cloud Forest palette, and you can get my full opinions on this palette in that video, but I will say I do really like this palette. I had a couple of gripes, but check out that video if you want to know more. Not wasting any more time on that, let's talk about what I'm wearing on my eyes. I am wearing the Natasha Denona Lila palette again. I love this palette. I was so excited to get this palette because I've wanted it for kind of a while. I mean, how could you not love that? I don't know. I just think this is such a fun palette. So cool. And I wanted it for so long. And I finally got it. I got it on a discount because I had a discount code sent to me in the mail. But otherwise I would not have been able to get this on a discount. I bought this alongside the gold palette. Have not used that one yet, so that's not going to show up in this video. I might do my next video about the gold palette. I'm not 100% sure, but you'll see that in the near future. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette. I technically already did 2 videos with this palette, but I mean, you can kind of see my opinion in those videos, but in general, I do really love this palette. I think that there's some risk for fallout. I was pretty careful today. I don't think I have any fallout situation. This is a very deep palette, so it can be a little bit difficult, for someone like me, especially my skin tone is slightly ghost-like, so it's easy for me to kind of go overboard. I don't think that I did today. I think I did an okay job today. Oh, I used this shade, which is like a dark shimmer, to do like this weird wing thing. They're not even, but it's better than, I imagine it's better than what I would end up doing with liquid liner. I have such a hard time doing wings with liquid liner. This is a beautiful palette. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I would recommend. It's very expensive though. So this I got from Marshall's. This is from Pat McGrath. This was the holiday collection. This was actually just on sale on Pat McGrath's website, but I got it for even cheaper at Marshall's. This palette is beautiful. It's making me want to use my my Pat McGrath stuff more. Like having these colorful mattes and stuff makes me want to use this palette in conjunction with my other Pat McGrath stuff and like do fun looks. I did that cotton candy look with this palette and I thought it was so gorgeous. I loved that so much. I thought it was amazing. I still haven't used like every shade in this, but as far as what I've used so far, I had a little bit of an issue with the deep blue, but that's like pretty much every deep blue is going to be a little bit rough. I think ColourPop does blues best, but even some of theirs, you have to just be really careful with blues. So I did have a little bit of a hard time with the deep blue in this palette, but maybe I should have just, I don't know, applied it differently, tried to blend it out in a different, I don't know. But either way, I do love this palette. It does inspire me. I want to use it a lot more. I want to use it with my other Pat McGrath palettes. And by the way, you're going to be seeing more Pat McGrath on this channel because I may or may not have been ridiculous enough to buy more Pat McGrath during their sale. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette, and if it's still available, on sale, or if you can find it at Marshall's, even better. I actually would recommend this. This is really a fun palette to use. And like, of course you can get colorful makeup from other brands too. Like if you can find something better, cheaper from another brand, go for it. But I really enjoy this one. So if you were thinking about getting it. This beautiful eyeshadow palette, I got this one kind of a while ago, but I only recently tried it. Did I just call this an eyeshadow palette? Oh, kill me. This is a blush palette. Jeez Louise. This is from Pat McGrath in collaboration with Bridgerton. And this is a beautiful, beautiful blush palette. I was going to wear it today, and then I forgot because, again, I'm in a rush. I did use another product, though, that I'm going to talk about in this video. So, kind of evened itself out. These blushes are beautiful, super pigmented, super blendable, super gorgeous. They're very like creamy and nice. Like when you put them on, I don't know, they just have like a beautiful finish. I think that these are shades that you can buy individually, but I'm so happy that I was able to get them at a huge discount from, I think, Marshall's, or maybe it was TJ Maxx, I don't even remember. And I was really pleasantly surprised by how intense and beautiful the highlighter actually is, because I just didn't expect it to be so blinding. I'm just going to rub it around on the back of my hand, and it's just so bright and gorgeous. Really, really nice product. Love this, and I may or may not have bought more of these kinds of products from Pat McGrath. Okay, one more thing from Pat McGrath. This is another one of the eyeshadow palettes from the holiday collection. I'm not saying the names of these Pat McGrath products. The big one is Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. That's that one. The blush palette is Divine Blush and Glow Trio Love at First Blush. I don't know if that's available anymore. Actually, I think it is. I think I saw it this weekend when I was looking at the website. I think you could still get it on the Pat McGrath website. I think, maybe. Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette, Nude Allure. So this is a, what are the, Quint 5 shadows. I like this. I enjoy this color story. I think it's beautiful. There's another one that I got at a steep discount. Would not have paid full price for it. I don't really vibe with Quints all that much. Is it Quint 5? Yeah, Quint. I prefer, I think probably not even really a 6 pan. I feel like for me, like 9, 8 or 9 is like where an eyeshadow palette should be. Something like this I think of as being a companion. I have 2 5-pan palettes from Natasha Denona that I very much bought as companions to other palettes in my collection. I also have a couple of 5-pans from ColourPop that I really don't touch, even though I wanted them and like I liked the color story. I don't know, I just don't ever reach for them. For me, 5 is an awkward number of shadows, but with this particular palette, I do like that it's one dark matte, so you can do the outer corner, and then you have these beautiful shimmers. I've used this palette twice now. I used it, well, let's be real. I used it kind of like 1.5 times. I used this shade on my inner corner. Was that when I did the cotton candy look? It was something that I did recently. It might have been the cotton candy look. But I used this one on my inner corner. It's beautiful. And then last night, actually, I did a look using this, the deep matte. This here, which is like this kind of wine purple shimmer. I did it like on the outer corner. I don't have any pictures of what I did. I wasn't in the mood to take pictures. I was just playing with the palette. I tapped this on the center lid, and I had this one on the inner corner and then going in towards the middle of the lid, and like these two kind of met in the middle, and then I topped it with this, and it was really nice, and I didn't have any face makeup on, and it just looked cute, you know? So this is a fun little palette. I don't necessarily recommend 5 pans, but if you're into 5 pans. I may or may not have also bought another 5 pan from Pat McGrath. I may or may not have bought a bunch of things that I may or may not have made dumb decisions in buying. Did that even make sense? Okay, we're done with Pat McGrath. Let's move on to this. I used this one for the first time. I bought this a while ago at Marshall's. This is one of the BH Cosmetics 6 pan palettes from their Nude Ego collection. This one is called Unleashed. This is me, I guess. Yeah, it says it on the front too. I don't know. This is called Unleashed. This is me, and it's like this little purple 6 pan palette. I like this color story, but when I used it, I wanted to try the whole palette, so I used every single shade. And I gotta be honest, using all of these shades together looks like a bruise on me. I had like this one because it's the lightest on like the inner corner, and I brought it up a tiny bit. This was like out here. I blended it out a little with that, which was fine. Had this on like the outer part of the lid. Then I had like this one on the inner part of the lid, and this one on the middle area, just kind of like with my finger. And because this is like a purple, this is like a red, this is kind of a pinky purple, and then this is like this blue purple, it looked like a bruise. I don't know. I didn't take any pictures of that one either. These were just, I was just playing with these things, just experimenting, getting my thoughts on them. Not even because I was planning on doing this. I wasn't really planning on doing this. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no plans. I don't know. I went into this video just like, I have been doing a lot of things. I wasn't really able to plan for this. It's very impromptu. I don't know. But I knew that I wanted to play with more of the palettes that I had that I just haven't used yet. And so this was definitely one of them. And I think I can make this palette work for me if I don't try to use every single shade in it and just kind of stick with things like maybe like these two matte shades and like a shimmer or 2 shimmers, or like maybe this and the other 2 mattes and then like that, or I don't know, just the way that I did it looked like a bruise. And so in the future I have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's move on to One Size. I have a couple of products from One Size. I got them in the Sephora sale, and I have been using this pretty regularly. This is the Turn Up the Base BB Cream Beauty Blur Balm in the shade Light 1, light rosy undertones. I have the same shade in the powder foundation. I actually have the powder foundation down here in my beard. I'm not wearing this on my face at all today. I went with my Lancome today. Maybe I should have used this since I'm talking about it, but I don't know. I just decided to use my Lancome, but I did use the powder version of this down in my beard today because I didn't want to be like getting all like cream all in my beard, because sometimes that looks kind of weird, so I just went with the powder. But this one, I feel, I don't know, the powder, I don't know, I can't tell looking at myself right now because it's like in my beard, but I always feel like when I use the powder, it just looks a little dark on me. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just looks a little bit dark. Maybe I'm overdoing it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But with this, I feel like this is a much more accurate like match to my actual skin tone. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this one is a slightly better color match. I don't know. But either way, not even like comparing this to the other one. I do really like this. It goes on really beautifully. It looks great. I don't have any issues with it. It's not like patchy or gross or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's nice. At least so far. Oh, I will say, I feel like I'm already starting to like empty it You know what I mean? Like, how much is in here? 30 ml. Every time I go to use it, I have to like go like this to like get it to come down to where it squirts out. Cause it's like, I don't know, there's like air. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm going through it really fast. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't seem that empty, but every time I go to use it, I always have to like, whatever. But once it's on, it's very pretty. The other product from One Size that I wanted to talk about is this lip product. I'm not wearing this today. I'm wearing something else that I'm going to be talking about, but I bought this one because I was kind of hoping that it was like, I keep doing this. The last time I talked about this, I did this too. Stop that. I bought this product because I thought that it was going to be like the NYX two-sided liquid lip and gloss products, because those go on and they just stay on and they just don't come off no matter what happens. It's even hard to actually wash them off. It's like maybe a little bit too much, but so I was hoping that this would kind of be like that. The actual liquid lip is fine. It's a little on the thin side, but I mean, it works fine. The issue that I have with this though is the gloss is sticky as hell. It just stays sticky. Like, I have glosses that will go on a little bit sticky, but then kind of like chill a little. They'll be like, okay, you go about your life. I'm gonna calm down now. This one, it just stays sticky. It's just like it's a little brutal. So I mean, like, it looks fine. I'll wear it for like videos and stuff, but it's not the most convenient if I want to like go live my life out in the world. Let's move on to e.l.f. I just got this lovely niacinamide Power Grip Primer plus 4% niacinamide. Whatever the hell. This is a really fun product. I don't know. Well, maybe fun's not the right word, but it's a good product. It goes on really nicely. I feel like I maybe use a little more than you're supposed to, because I have a big ass man face, and I'm always like going like this, and then I pat it on, and then I feel like I have to really like rub it all around, and then I take more, and I don't know. So I feel like maybe I'm going through it a little fast. Like, I'm like actually kind of almost done with it. It's like maybe a quarter of the way left. But I've been using it a lot, so I guess that's not too terrible. And I do feel like this feels like it's doing something. I think, I mean, I don't know. It feels like it's holding things in place and, you know, giving me that grip. This is, you know, a lot of people like this product, so me saying this is not anything revolutionary or new. But just from my personal experience, I don't know a lot of different primers. I've only tried this one and the Rare Beauty one. Right? Yeah, I think those are the only two primers that I've tried. But I do like this one. It feels like it's doing something, whereas that Rare Beauty one that I had just kind of felt like it went on and it was like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Let's talk about Huda. So I got this lovely setting powder. This is the one that's always selling out. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I understand why it's always selling out, but I will say, having it in this like loose format where you have to like get it out of here, I gotta be honest, I don't know how to get it out. I have such a hard time getting it out. I don't understand. I truly don't understand how to get it out. Like, right now, it looks like there's a whole bunch on there, but like, I could take that off, use it, and then be like, now what? And then I try to like put it on its side and like tap it and like get it to come down so I can get it with my brush, but like not that much comes out. And then I don't know. I struggle a lot with this loose format, but this powder is delightful. It's really, really good. This is the Cherry Blossom Cake, the one, like I was saying, that's always selling out. It's really, really nice. I don't know if it's like better than other loose setting powders, because I have not tried other loose setting powders, but it is really nice. I like it a lot. It's really smoothing. It looks really beautiful. And I use it in conjunction with this gorgeous, gorgeous baby angel. I love this. This is such a good product too. This is the Faux Filter, right? Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer in the shade Vanilla Swirl. I think this is really good you know, in terms of a shade match for me. It's very, very nice. It's very like it. I have some fine lines under my eyes. Things do tend to kind of like crease there. Am I having creasing there now? I don't know. I don't really see it on camera. Is my Lancome concealer better for that? It might be. I am wearing my Lancome concealer right now instead of this one. I just wanted to use some older products to like use them up a little bit. I don't know. But this one is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It does blur. It goes on so nicely. I'm legit sitting here right now thinking, is my Lancome better? Because I was thinking that I might like this one better, but now that I'm looking at myself, it doesn't seem like any stuff has settled on my fine lines. Do I like my Lancome better? I might. Damn. I'm just realizing this now. But I do like this one. It's, you know, it's nice. It's really, really nice. And it's definitely like a nice hydrating sort of a concealer. And along with the Huda powder, I think that it looks really good. But again, questioning if I like it better. I feel like I don't have any fine lines. But then again, maybe if I look in an actual mirror, I'll see my fine lines. I'm not really sure. Everything looks good on camera, right? No, like legit. I look really good right now. Okay, anyway, let's talk about some ColourPop stuff real quick, and then I think that's the end. Ugh, finally, and then I have to edit this. Okay, there's this. So here is the Playoffs red blush from ColourPop. I got this one because Angelica Nyquist said that it was really, really nice, and it is. I am wearing it today. I went really light with it. I didn't want to go crazy and be like bright red because I didn't want it to match this. I felt like that would be kind of stupid. So I went much lighter with it, and I think it's really beautiful and really nice. And it's definitely very matte. But with the right highlighter, it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. And it's super cheap. I don't know if this is actually still available now that I'm thinking about it, because this High School Musical collection is a little bit on the older side now, but I mean, it seems popular. I don't know. Speaking of highlighter, I do have this Soul Body highlighter that is next to impossible to open. Oh my god, I opened it so fast. Never before. Never have I ever been able to open it that fast before in my life. Look, I'm so overexposed. You stop that. Focus on me. Well, anyway, here's this one. This is called Wildflower Honey. It's like a coral base with a gold shift, and it goes so nicely with this. Like, should I just put a little on the back of my hand? I'm taking some blush. Now I'm going to take some of the highlighter over top of it. Look how intensely pigmented that is. Look at that combination. That is like sunburn action on the face minus the skin damage. I think that's beautiful. This does leave a cast on me, this highlighter. Like, I just rubbed it down here without any blush, and there's a little bit of a cast. So I do have to kind of use it as a blush topper, but I do think that it's a very beautiful color, especially with that blush. I imagine this highlighter is no longer available. I don't know. It was like on a deep discount. I think it was in the like goodbye section or whatever, but I don't know. I would definitely highly recommend these highlighters in general. They're just really nice. Okay, let's talk about this lip product. This is the Just a Tint lip products from ColourPop. These are beautiful. I'm wearing the red one right now. These build up so like gently and beautifully. Like, they're very unintimidating and beautiful, and I love them so much. Would definitely recommend these just in general. These are the 3 from the High School Musical collection. This red one was the main reason that I wanted to get them. Cello is what it's called. But I also really love this gorgeous bright pink. It's called Pop and Lock. Absolutely stunning. This neutral is actually very nice too. Status Quo. I don't know how long the High School Musical stuff is going to be available for, or if it's even still around. I didn't look, but really good products. I do also have a coral one that might also be discontinued. I got it in like a mystery box. I feel like they put products that they're getting rid of in mystery boxes. I've only bought one. I'm not that dumb. But I do have that one, and that one's really gorgeous too. Those Just a Tint lip crayons are just really nice in general. So if you are interested in those, I'd say, hey, grab them. And then finally, this is like the only new product that I'm talking about. All this other stuff is old as hell. But this is the Lavish eyeshadow palette. It's a 9-pan. Everybody knows how I love my 9-pans. I mean, maybe you don't, but like, whatever. This is a gorgeous palette. I only used it once. I used it in the video where I was like talking about my favorite shades from ColourPop. But I used every single shade, and this is just a really beautiful palette. Like, this is definitely, I mean, ColourPop is so good with formulating these kinds of colors. Am I overexposed as hell? Stop that. But anyway, it's a really beautiful palette, and would highly recommend, honestly. It's stunning. If you saw that look, I mean, you can judge for yourself if you think it looks good on me, but how do I look today? I feel like I look really good. Keep looking at myself and looking so gorgeous. Okay, if you want to see more of this, check out my OnlyFans. Just kidding. I wish. I wish I could just act like a little slut and get paid for it. Nobody's interested in this, though. I got fat and no one cares. Okay, well, anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. I know that this was like a mess, a disaster, a horror show, but I don't know. I just really wanted to make sure I got out my Wednesday videos, so now I have to edit this. Kill me. I'll be seeing you this weekend, though. I'll be doing much better content. I'm going to be doing probably a video about the gold palette. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about the new Yucca palette from Natasha Denona. I don't know. Undecided about what I want to do. But pow pow. You'll be seeing that very soon. So have a great week, and I'll be seeing you on Sunday. Peace.